In the first episode of this adventure, we found a campsite, ate a cheesesteak, survived the rainy morning, finally drove all the way up the mountain, and found a surprising group up at Flagpole Knob. Now it's time for me to go solo and find a place to sleep for the night. Excited for dinner tonight. If you follow my channel, you know I don't always cook breakfast, but I always want to. So tonight we are having breakfast for dinner. That way I have to cook breakfast. But first we have to find a campsite. So let's go look at some campsites, figure out which one we want to stay at, and then keep this adventure going. This is where I'm going to set up camp tonight. I walk down that path. It doesn't go down very far, so I'm not going to have to worry about any cars going through there. I know where I want my tent. It's basically more, I'm not sure where I want to put the car yet, because I kind of am worried about the campfire smoke that I'll be having later. But I like this site because it gives me a chance to be in the sun if I want. Still has plenty of shade. I kind of want to get my tent up so it can kind of start drying out a little bit. Pretty nice right now. It's not very windy. You kind of got a level surface. It's got a nice fire pit. It's very super cool because this is definitely the highest I've stayed up on the mountain. When you look up, you can actually see the skyline where I've stayed before. You know, when you're looking up, you're seeing just a whole lot of mountain. You don't get to see too much sky. I'm getting a lot of sky up here because we're so close to the top. I am still pretty close to Flagpole Knob from here. It also, if I don't feel like exploring today, it sets me up pretty close to check out Meadow Knob, which is another thing I want to try to do. So I could do that tomorrow before I left, which would be cool. So yeah, gonna mark this one. We're gonna set up the tent, figure out where we want the car, snap a couple photos, and then maybe start dinner in an hour or so. I'm not sure. We got a lot of flies here. That's what it is. There's a lot of flies out here, but I'm hungry. That way I can cook dinner and get on with my day. So let's make some breakfast for dinner. I'm basically making a breakfast bowl. Should be very easily and delicious. Dirt bikes and 4x4s going around here. This is really, really good. I have my first ever bag meal, so might as well make it dessert. Creme brulee. Add water, stir it up, eat in 10 minutes. Let's see how it is. Wait 10 minutes. Pretty good though. I think it's pretty good. It was nice because it took cold water, so I didn't have to do anything fancy. It's a good end to the day though. So it sucks. There's a meetup at the end of July, about a mile from here. So I wanted to go check that place out too, just to be familiar with it. So I walked down this road a little bit yesterday, and the first leg of that journey, pretty intense. You know, and pretty sure I can make it. I would also have to make it back up, which, I mean, there's just a few levels where you have a couple rocks 2 feet up the ground. If I get stuck, I'm screwed. I think I might go back the way I came, which is going to take a while. But that way, in case I miss any campsites when I was riding with Ben and Guy yesterday, I can kind of see those again. But yeah, I'm gonna take you to the first leg of this trip. And I walked all the way down it yesterday to where it kind of flattened out and seemed to right itself a little bit. But yeah, this first 200 yards it would by far be the most technical thing I've ever done. But it seems pretty legit. I want to do it really bad because I want to go to the spot. I'm going to have to do it anyway. Even when we come out here, they're not doing a trail ride or anything. It's just you're meeting up at the place. So I'm not going to be with people. I don't know. I want to try it real bad so I can get to this spot. I also don't, because I don't want to get stuck coming back up or break something real bad. It just starts off so intense. It starts off so intense with these big, huge rocks. The site is nice, but there's a lot of bugs here. I don't know if I would have been able to spend another day here if I wanted to. Kind of got here at the perfect time where we were getting on dusk yesterday. So then the bugs kind of went away. But they are out in full force today. So you can hear, and I was noticing last night, I mean, breeze goes through here and whips through these trees up here. It's blowing all the time. But where we're at right here, it doesn't quite blow as hard. So when you hear that breeze go through the trees, it wasn't blowing my tent at all. My tent didn't blow or make that flapping noise one time. And you'll get a slight breeze through here, so you're not just sitting with no wind at all. But yeah, you're just constantly hearing breeze go through the trees and watching the trees sway back and forth. But ground level where we are, you're not seeing too much of anything. So that's kind of cool. Like when you look at the grass doesn't really blow, but the trees overhead are blowing a lot. Of course that one did. But yeah, that's kind of cool because they definitely fit anywhere. Yeah, usually the chair is usually the last thing to go in, so it's easy to pull out, but you always have to find a spot for it. This can almost fit in the glove box, which is very nice. Alright, so gonna kind of get everything in the car strapped down. We're gonna go all the way back down Switzer Lake Road, which might take a minute. I want to see if I've missed any campsites, and then we'll kind of be heading home after that. Next time we come up, maybe I'll try that other road. I don't want to, I do want to do it today, but I don't. I feel like it might take me an hour or two to get all the way back down the road I came up on. But either way, thank you for coming out with me on this adventure. Next time we'll have some more of the family. I won't just be riding solo. I hope you like this. Please give me a follow or give this a thumbs up if you like this video. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask me, and we will see you next time.